Hi guys, this is Andrew Nub, and here are some random new games that came out this week. First up we have Armies and Ants, published by Oktagon Games. There's tons of Clash of Clans clones on Google Play, but this is one of the better ones. The graphics are good, and so are the animations, so you can build a city and build different structures. This game has like a bug or insect theme, so you can summon bugs and spiders and stuff. So you can go on single player missions or pillage other people's villages. You can actually control your characters in this game, so you can move them around and tell them what to attack. If you like city building strategy games, you may like this game. Next up we have Tales of Honor, published by Evergreen Studio. This game is kinda like a space RPG. You have a spaceship and you go through levels fighting other spaceships. You can't actually move during combat, so there's a button to shoot your missiles, and then you have to wait for the cooldown before you can shoot another one. On the bottom here you can see your missiles going toward them and their missiles coming toward you, which you can counter with missiles or lasers, and that also has a cooldown. The game does have a story, and can get new parts to upgrade your ship and stuff. Sci-fi fans may like this game. Next up we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Call of Modern Warfare Duty. Published by Blade of Game. Here's a nice looking dog fighting game. So you control planes with a joystick and there's a button to attack. There's tons of new planes to buy. There's also lots of missions that involve fighting enemies. And the game is fun, although the controls do take a while to get used to. And the game is really difficult. If you're interested, you may also want to check out Aircraft Combat 1942, which is basically the same game except with World War II planes instead. Again, the game is really difficult, but there are no in-app purchases. Next up we have Dark Frontier, published by C-Ape Entertainment. Here's an interesting defense game. So the goal is to protect this house in the middle, and you can control a character to fight off incoming enemies. You can tap around to move and tap on enemies to attack them. You can hire up to 2 characters at once, and they can level up, and you can also set traps. So you go through waves of enemies, and you can unlock stuff along the way. It's an interesting game, and the graphics aren't too bad. Next up we have Roost Riders, published by Outsmart. They definitely went with Roost instead of the other word. So here's a really casual endless runner. You play a cat on a hoverboard, and the roosters are supposed to be the police. But you swipe left and right to move left and right, swipe up to jump, and swipe down to slide. Fairly generic, but it's a casual endless runner to check out. And last we have Stick Ranger, published by Danball. Here's a really simple 2D RPG. The graphics don't look very good, but the game does have interesting physics. So you can have a party of 4 people and there's lots of classes to choose from. And then there's tons of levels to go through. The characters automatically move and attack, but you can drag them around. It kinda reminded me of Patapon for some reason. This is a simple RPG, but it still has a lot of content. Anyway, that's all for this week. Hopefully there'll be better games next week. Subscribe for more videos and thanks for watching. They definitely went with Roost instead of the other word. That would have been weird. Holy sh**.